Sister Wives star Christine Brown reveals the one thing she wished she knew before leaving Kody Brown amid signs her marriage isn't perfect. Christine Brown has been living her best life since leaving Kody Brown, or at least that's the image she's been putting forward. Fans of Sister Wives have watched her transformation over the past couple of years, from a frustrated and undervalued wife in a struggling plural marriage to an empowered, independent woman who found love again. She's been vocal about how much happier she is now, often sharing glimpses of her life with her new husband, David Woolley. But despite her newfound joy, Christine has just revealed that there's one major thing she wishes she had known before she left Kody, and it's raising questions about the reality of her seemingly perfect new life. Christine's decision to leave Kody in 2021 was one of the most dramatic moments in Sister Wives history. After decades in a plural marriage that left her feeling neglected, she finally gathered the strength to walk away. Viewers cheered her on as she broke free, refusing to continue in a relationship where she felt unloved and unwanted. Her split from Kody was messy, emotional, and full of revelations about how the dynamic between them had been deteriorating for years. Once she was officially done, Christine wasted no time starting over, relocating to Utah, focusing on her kids, and eventually finding love again with David. But as perfect as her post-Kody life has seemed, Christine recently opened up about something she wished she had known before making that bold move. It wasn't about finances, custody arrangements, or the logistics of separating from a polygamous family. Instead, it was something deeper, something that hinted that even though she's found happiness with David, her new marriage isn't as flawless as fans might think. Christine admitted that she didn't fully understand how difficult it would be to completely unlearn the patterns of her past relationship. Even though she left Kody behind, she still carried emotional baggage that has affected her new marriage. For years, Christine was conditioned to feel like her needs weren't a priority. In her marriage to Kody, she often had to fight for attention and affection, only to be dismissed or ignored. That kind of emotional neglect doesn't just disappear overnight. Now, even though she's with someone who treats her well, Christine has struggled with accepting love without conditions. She confessed that she sometimes catches herself reacting as if she's still in her old marriage, hesitating to ask for things, feeling guilty when she voices her feelings, and fearing rejection even when David has never given her a reason to. This revelation has stunned fans, many of whom assumed Christine's new marriage was a complete fairy tale. From the outside, she and David seem like the perfect couple, always posting happy photos, sharing affectionate messages, and going on romantic getaways. Compared to the cold, distant interactions she had with Kody, her relationship with David is a dream come true. But as Christine's latest confession proves, even the best relationships require work, especially when you're carrying the weight of emotional scars from the past. Christine's struggles make sense when considering how deeply her time with Kody affected her self-worth. She was the third wife in a family that was already strained by jealousy and favoritism. Kody made no secret of the fact that his relationship with Robyn Brown was his top priority, leaving Christine and the other wives to feel like afterthoughts. By the time Christine decided to leave, it wasn't just because she was unhappy, it was because she realized she had been unhappy for years and deserved better. The problem is, breaking free from a toxic dynamic doesn't mean all the damage is immediately erased. Christine has spent years learning how to be a good wife in a plural marriage, putting others first and suppressing her own emotions. Now, in a monogamous relationship with David, she's having to relearn everything from the ground up. While David has been patient and loving, Christine admitted that she sometimes gets in her own way, struggling to believe that she's truly valued and loved. Her honesty about this issue has struck a chord with fans who have been in similar situations. Many people who leave unhealthy relationships expect that once they find someone better, everything will be easy. But emotional wounds don't heal overnight, and Christine's story is proof of that. Even in a healthier relationship, she still has moments of doubt, moments where she reverts back to the survival mode she learned while married to Kody. There have been subtle signs for months that Christine's marriage to David isn't as picture-perfect as it seems. While they certainly love each other, Christine has been noticeably cautious about oversharing the details of their relationship, which is a stark contrast to how openly she spoke about her struggles with Kody. Fans have also picked up on small moments in her social media posts and interviews where she hints at ongoing personal growth and challenges. What makes this revelation even more interesting is that it comes at a time when Sister Wives itself is at a crossroads. With Christine, Janelle, and Meri all gone, the show's future is uncertain. Kody and Robyn are the only ones left in the family, and their storyline alone may not be enough to keep the series alive. Meanwhile, Christine has been making big moves outside the show, teasing new projects and business ventures with David. Some fans wonder if she's preparing to step away from Sister Wives completely, especially now that she's carving out a separate life for herself. Her latest admission about her struggles in her new marriage might be her way of controlling the narrative before rumors start swirling. By addressing the issue head-on, she's letting fans know that while she's happy, she's also human. She isn't pretending everything is perfect, she's being real about the challenges that come with rebuilding your life after a difficult past. Christine's journey has always been about empowerment and self-discovery. Leaving Kody was the first step, but finding herself outside of that marriage is an ongoing process. Her relationship with David has given her a second chance at love, but that doesn't mean she's immune to the effects of her past. What makes her story so relatable is that she isn't just running into the sunset with a perfect fairytale ending, she's still learning, still healing, and still figuring out how to fully embrace the happiness she fought so hard to find. The fact that Christine is willing to be honest about this speaks volumes. Instead of pretending everything is flawless, she's acknowledging that personal growth takes time. She's proving that leaving a bad situation is just the beginning, it's what comes after that truly shapes a person's future. Fans who have been rooting for her from the start will likely appreciate this new level of honesty, as it makes her journey even more authentic. Christine's revelation also serves as a powerful reminder for others in similar situations. Just because you leave an unhealthy relationship doesn't mean all your struggles disappear overnight. Healing is a process, and even in a better relationship, old insecurities and habits can linger. The key is recognizing them and working through them, just as Christine is doing now. I wish Janelle and Christine Brown would reconnect with Meri Brown. Was she reaching out to them with her recent post? I know that things ended on questionable terms between them all, but I wish that Sister Wives stars Janelle Brown and Christine Brown would reconnect with Meri Brown. I think she may have even been reaching out to them with her recent social media post. The three women have been through so much together over the years, and I feel bad that Meri appears to be on her own. The women certainly share a unique bond. They were all married to the same polygamist patriarch for decades before walking away from the family starting in 2021. At his peak, Kody had 4 wives and 18 children. By the time Sister Wives Season 19 premiered, he was down to his last remaining wife, Robyn Brown. While Christine and Janelle have grown closer since leaving Kody, Meri has been alone, and I genuinely hope they reconnect. Sister Wives Season 19 found Christine, Janelle and Meri leaving their spiritual unions with Kody and starting new lives. Since Christine and Janelle were the first to leave, they leaned on each other. They started spending the holidays together, instead of with the rest of the Browns, and it brought them closer together. Meri left Kody last, and it makes me sad that she hasn't reconnected with her former sister wives. When the Brown family fell apart, they divided into 2 factions. On one side was Janelle and Christine, while Kody and Robyn were on the other side. Meri sided firmly with Kody and Robyn, and though that seemed to work out for her for a while, when she finally left Kody, she found herself on her own. Since Meri only has 1 child, she's even been estranged from Christine and Janelle's 11 children, and that makes me feel bad. In March 2024, the Brown family and Sister Wives fans were devastated by the death of 25-year-old Garrison Brown. Garrison was Kody's son with his second wife, Janelle. On the 1-year anniversary of his tragic death, Meri posted a loving tribute on Instagram. She posted a great photo of Garrison with the caption, "1 year. Forever loved. Always missed. Sweet Garrison." I feel like Meri may have been reaching out to her former sister wives, and I genuinely hope they reach back. Robyn Brown's future on Sister Wives, why she might be reduced to a secondary cast member, and why it will devastate her ego. 4 years, Robyn Brown has been at the center of the Sister Wives drama, whether she admits it or not. Since her introduction to the Brown family in 2010, she has gone from the fresh-faced 4th wife to the undisputed favorite, effectively dismantling the once functional plural marriage Kody Brown shared with Meri, Janelle, and Christine. Now, with all three of Kody's other wives gone, Robyn has the monogamous marriage she always seemed to want. However, the ironic twist in this saga is that her future on Sister Wives is looking less certain than ever. There's a strong possibility that Robyn Brown will no longer be the central figure in Sister Wives moving forward, and instead, she might find herself relegated to a secondary cast member, a reality that will absolutely crush her ego. 4 years, she and Kody have acted as though they are the heart of the show, the most important figures in the Brown family's story. But the tides are turning, and fans are no longer as interested in their one-sided narrative. When Sister Wives first began, the show's appeal rested on the unique family structure and the dynamics of plural marriage. The wives, Meri, Janelle, and Christine, had their individual struggles, but they also had a sense of unity, a commitment to making polygamy work. Then Robyn entered the picture, and over time, the foundation of the Brown family began to crumble. Whether intentional or not, Robyn became the dividing factor. As the seasons progressed, it became increasingly clear that Kody was showing favoritism toward Robyn, which alienated his other wives. The emotional distance he put between himself and his first 3 wives became more obvious, leading to Christine's explosive departure in 2021, followed by Janelle and then Meri. While Kody and Robyn have attempted to spin their narrative as one of heartbreak and unwanted loss, fans aren't buying it. Instead, they see a woman who successfully maneuvered herself into being Kody's one and only wife, yet still wants sympathy for the fallout. The problem now is that Sister Wives was never just about Kody and Robyn. It was about the wives, their lives, struggles, and relationships with one another. With Christine, Janelle, and Meri gone, the core of the show is missing. What's left is a monogamous couple trying to convince the world that they are still interesting enough to carry a reality series. But let's be honest, Kody and Robyn alone simply aren't engaging enough to keep viewers hooked for much longer. This is where things start to go south for Robyn. TLC is not in the business of keeping shows alive purely out of loyalty. They need ratings, drama, and evolving storylines. If Sister Wives becomes a show about Kody and Robyn navigating their life as a married couple, the audience will check out. The show has thrived because of the multiple perspectives and conflicts between multiple wives. Without that dynamic, there isn't much left to explore that hasn't already been said. There are already signs that TLC is shifting focus. Christine has been expanding her own presence on social media and teasing business ventures with her husband, David Woolley. Janelle remains an active fan favorite, with many still invested in her post-Kody journey. Even Meri, who for years struggled to maintain her place in the family, has found a new direction in life. If the network wants Sister Wives to remain relevant, it will have to adapt to the changing dynamics of the Brown family. That likely means more screen time for Christine, Janelle, and even Meri, while Kody and Robyn fade into the background. This would be devastating for Robyn, whose entire identity within the show has been built around her relationship with Kody. 4 years, she has been portrayed as the wife who sacrificed the most, the one who tried to keep the family together while everyone else drifted apart. But with the family structure now collapsed, that narrative no longer holds up. The other women have moved on, and Robyn's relevance is shrinking by the day. Robyn has always been highly emotional about her place in the family. She's cried on camera more times than anyone can count, often lamenting the loss of sisterhood and the challenges of polygamy. However, many viewers believe that her tears have been more about self-preservation than genuine sadness. If she truly valued plural marriage, wouldn't she have done more to make the other wives feel included? Instead, she built a bubble around herself and Kody, making it increasingly clear that she preferred to be his only wife. Now that she has exactly what she wanted, a monogamous marriage with Kody, the last thing she wants is to be pushed to the side on the very show that made her famous. But that's exactly what's happening. If TLC starts focusing on Christine and Janelle's new lives, giving them spin-offs or more screen time, Robyn will be left in a position she's never been in before, on the outside looking in. It's easy to imagine how this will affect her. Robyn has always been deeply concerned with how she's perceived. She wants to be seen as the victim, the peacemaker, the one who tried her best to make things work. But with Christine and Janelle thriving outside of Kody's grasp, Robyn's sob story loses its impact. She can't claim to be the one suffering the most when it's obvious that she's the one who benefited the most from the family's breakup. If Sister Wives continues, it's inevitable that new storylines will emerge. TLC will likely want to follow Christine's journey as she builds her life with David. They may explore Janelle's independence and how she's navigating life on her own. Even Meri, who has historically been the least engaging of the wives, is at least pursuing new opportunities. Robyn, meanwhile, has nothing new to offer. Her entire story has revolved around being Kody's last remaining wife, but that story has already been told. For Robyn, losing her place as the central figure on Sister Wives will be a massive blow to her ego. She has spent years justifying her choices, painting herself as the devoted and loyal wife while the others walked away. But now, with the other women thriving, it's clear that Robyn's version of events doesn't hold up. The audience isn't interested in hearing her complain about losing the family when she did little to stop it from falling apart. What makes this situation even more ironic is that Robyn likely never wanted this level of attention in the first place. When she first joined the Brown family, she seemed content with being the newest wife, slowly integrating herself into the dynamic. But once Kody started prioritizing her over the others, she embraced her role as the favorite. Now, with that favoritism making her the villain in the eyes of many fans, she's trapped. Her attempts to win sympathy have fallen flat, and with her relevance fading, she faces a harsh reality: she may no longer be needed on the show. If TLC decides to reduce her screen time or even cancel Sister Wives altogether, Robyn will have to navigate life without the platform that has defined her for over a decade. This shift will be incredibly difficult for her, not just because of the loss of fame but because it forces her to confront a painful truth: she was never the heart of the family. Despite Kody's devotion to her, the true strength of Sister Wives always lay in the stories of the other women. Now that they've moved on, Robyn is left clinging to a narrative that no longer matters. In the end, whether Sister Wives continues or not, Robyn Brown is facing an inevitable fall from relevance. Her story has been told, her role has diminished, and the audience has moved on to more compelling figures. The real question now is whether she will accept this reality or continue fighting to hold onto a spotlight that is slowly slipping away. I wish Janelle and Christine Brown would reconnect with Meri Brown. Was she reaching out to them with her recent post? Meri Brown has always been a polarizing figure in the Sister Wives universe. From being Kody Brown's first wife to her eventual emotional detachment from the family, her journey has been one of heartbreak, resilience, and self-discovery. But recent events have left fans wondering, could Meri be trying to rebuild the lost bond with Janelle and Christine Brown? Her latest social media post has sparked speculation that she might be extending an olive branch to her former Sister Wives, despite their long-standing estrangement. For years, the relationships between the Brown family's women have been complicated, layered with deep-seated emotions, betrayals, and shifting dynamics. Christine was the first to officially leave the polygamous marriage, citing years of unhappiness and neglect from Kody. Janelle, who had always been seen as the peacemaker, eventually followed suit, deciding that a relationship with Kody was no longer sustainable. Meri, on the other hand, was the first wife but also the most emotionally abandoned. Despite her initial resistance to leave, Kody made it clear that he no longer considered their marriage viable. With Christine and Janelle moving on, it seemed that any chance of a true sisterhood among them had disappeared. Christine found love with David Woolley and embraced a new life filled with happiness, while Janelle focused on her independence and personal growth. Meanwhile, Meri ventured into her own path of self-discovery, running her businesses and finding strength outside of the Brown family. But despite their separate paths, fans have always hoped that at least the sisterhood aspect of their relationship could be repaired. Meri's latest Instagram post stirred emotions and fueled theories. The cryptic message spoke about looking back and realizing the importance of shared history, even when people take different paths. To the untrained eye, this might seem like a general reflection, but to Sister Wives fans, it was a clear nod to Janelle and Christine. Could she be reaching out to them? The history between Meri, Janelle, and Christine has been tumultuous. While Christine was always known for her bubbly and warm personality, Meri often had a reputation for being distant and somewhat difficult to connect with. Janelle, on the other hand, was more neutral but had her own struggles coexisting with Meri.